You know, for a movie about a special needs kid running in a marathon, there sure isn't a hell of a lot of that in this movie. Just saying. Tyson's Run. So Tyson's Run follows Tyson. He's a young man with autism who is hella smart. Holy shit. I mean, I probably need Tyson to teach me algebra. His father is the high school football coach, and Tyson begins to attend the high school where his father coaches. And predictably, because of who he is, he gets picked on. Quite a bit, actually. It's honestly pretty sad to watch. But one day, while on the football field, he meets a man by the name of Aklilu. Turns out Aklilu used to be a pretty big marathon runner. He offers to teach Tyson how to run so Tyson can participate in his state's 26-mile marathon. I mean, that's basically Tyson's Run, guys, but if you thought any of that sounded intriguing or interesting whatsoever, you'd be dead wrong. Walking out of this movie, I felt like someone stole money from my wallet. Like, this movie just has no purpose. Like, it has no reason to exist. This movie feels like it was shown at a film festival, but just never got any good publicity because of how poorly made it is. Like, honestly, I don't even know if this review will do well on YouTube because I feel like the only damn person that actually went and saw Tyson's Run. It just felt like a big waste of Hollywood money. Like, I'll just go ahead and get the one positive I have out of the way, and that's the character of Tyson. Major Dodson did a terrific job in this role. Like, I actually felt bad for Tyson in this movie. And watching him overcome the limitations of his disability and proving that you can do anything with enough dedication was just very inspiring. So props to him and his performance, because everything else in this movie can just burn in the pits of hell for eternity. And I'm talking put a curse on them kind of burning, like drag me to hell. Like, the biggest problem with Tyson's Run is its direction. Like, it just doesn't flow well or feel like an actual film. Like, at some points, it feels like a shitty student film that was made with a budget of $20. It's directed by Kim Bass, and judging from the looks of some of his other projects, there's probably a good reason I haven't heard of this guy until now. The acting performances, aside from Tyson in this movie, are laughably bad. The editing is atrocious, and the camera work is just all over the place. A chimpanzee probably could have made a better movie than this. It just jumps around from scene to scene like a damn children's storybook. Like, some of the shots and lighting in the movie are just very uneven and choppy. This movie will be very bright and then really dark to the point where you can't tell what the hell is going on screen. It was very hard on my eyes to watch this. Tyson's parents are just asshole people, and their acting performances really don't help their situation either. Like, most of the acting boils down to, Tyson is your son. All he wants is your approval, Rory. I'm sorry, Amy, but those boys on the team need me right now. You're a piece of shit, Rory. Imagine an hour and 49 minutes of that. It's painful as hell. And I get the kind of story that they were going for here, but it just don't translate well at all. Like, you hate both of these characters just because of how shitty they sound as human beings. So when they try to make them into likable characters, it just kind of feels like character assassination at that point. Like, the dad treats Tyson like crap for almost 90 minutes before he even has, like, a wince of a change of heart. Like, he is a distant, prideful dick that treats Tyson like a burden or a disappointment because of his disability. Like, half the time he looks at his son, he looks like he wants to kill him or something. Originally, he doesn't want Tyson to attend his school, not because he'll get bullied, but because he's afraid that Tyson is gonna ruin his image? Fuck this guy, man. There's also this side plot involving Tyson's mom where she's pregnant, but she's scared of having another baby just like Tyson. His dad straight up wants her to abort the baby just because of that possibility. Never mind. Fuck both of you. How about that? You feel bad for Tyson by default almost, just because everybody in the movie is a shit human being. Even the school that he attends wants nothing to do with him. And everyone bullies him just cause, he's on the spectrum, I've gone to school with kids that have had autism, and you'd become a target for an ass whooping just for saying something bad about their hair. Like, it's just so fucking cartoonish how people treat Tyson in this movie. And I know they want us to feel bad for Tyson and for us to side with him, but they make everyone else in the movie so unlikable that you really have no choice but to like Tyson because he's the only likable character in the movie. It just feels very manipulative in a way. You shouldn't have to sacrifice the integrity and character potential of other characters just to get me to care about one character. The marketing for this movie is also very misleading, because it would lead you to believe that the entire movie is about Tyson training to run in this marathon. And the actual running part of the story only happens at the end of the movie. The last 10 damn minutes of the movie, that's when the actual marathon stuff starts happening. And even when it's happening and his parents are cheering him on and he's outrunning everyone, it feels unearned and out of place because up to this point, everyone's just been treating him like crap. And as a result, when he finally crosses that finish line, you don't give a damn. Like, I couldn't wait to get out of that theater the other day. I was pissed and bored and just done with this bullshit story by that point. This movie felt like a story that was written by a 7th grader where they are the victim of their own story. Like, they write themselves as the hero and everyone else in the story is the bad guy. They essentially wrote it just to make themselves feel better about themselves. If anything, this movie insults autistic people more than it empowers them. Guys, in the end, Tyson's Run is a bad movie that's trying to be bigger than what it actually is. It's not trying to empower anyone, and it's certainly not trying to entertain anyone, because I was not entertained at all through this movie. Like, it'll make you bang your head against a table just from how unlikable and cartoonish all the characters are in this movie. I walked out of the theater with both my middle fingers in the air, telling Tyson's Run to simply go fuck yourself. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me on my review for Tyson's Run. You know, coming off the cusp of the Batman, this is definitely not the second movie I wanted to see of March. I will go ahead and say my next review will be on the movie Turning Red. I will probably watch that tomorrow because I have the day off tomorrow and I've literally got nothing to do. So expect a review for that within a few days. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new. And let me know in the comments below if there are any movies that you want to see me review personally. But as always, this is Nathan Triner. I'm saying peace, and I'll see you guys next time for more Fire Forged movie reviews. Peace out, everybody.